The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. I appreciate the explanation. The quotation credited to Mark Twain supports the notion that discovering one's life's purpose may significantly enhance pleasure and contentment. Several philosophical and psychological viewpoints are congruent with the notion that determining one's purpose is a process of self-discovery and necessitates self-reflection. It's important to keep in mind that discovering one's purpose in life might also entail making a contribution to something bigger than oneself, like a cause or community. Many people discover meaning and purpose in their lives through charitable work, artistic endeavors, or having a positive influence on others. The search for purpose and meaning in life is ultimately a very personal journey that may call for constant inquiry and contemplation. Yet, the benefits of this trip may include a higher level of contentment and happiness, as well as a more meaningful and purposeful existence. Give every day the chance to become the most beautiful of your life. And it's a lovely reminder that every day is an opportunity to enjoy life's beauty and learn new things. It's simple to become mired in the daily grind and obligations and believe that every day is the same. To be told, each day is distinct and has the potential to bring forth something wonderful and remarkable. Every day offers something to be thankful for and to enjoy, whether it be a breathtaking sunrise, a meaningful chat with a loved one, a new opportunity, or just a little moment of calm and serenity. We offer ourselves the possibility to encounter the beauty and wonder of the world by starting each day with an optimistic and open perspective. We give ourselves the opportunity to enjoy the beauty and joy that life has to offer by starting each day with a positive attitude and being open to new experiences. It's not always simple, and there could be days when nothing goes according to plan or when we have to overcome challenging obstacles. Yet even under those circumstances, there is still a chance to discover something lovely, whether it be a moment of fortitude, a lesson discovered, or a fresh outlook. Let's take this saying to heart and make an effort to make each day the most wonderful of our life. By doing this, we may develop a greater appreciation for the present moment and improve our everyday lives by adding more happiness, thankfulness, and contentment. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Move in the right direction. Each task's beginning might be the most difficult aspect, but once you take the first step, building momentum and progress becomes simpler. We frequently refrain from pursuing our goals and objectives due to procrastination and failure-related anxiety. We can worry that we're not good enough, that we'll make blunders, or that we'll run into difficulties. But the reality is that no one has ever accomplished anything remarkable without taking the risk of beginning. We begin to develop momentum and a sense of success by acting and getting started. We increase our self-assurance when we begin to see results toward our objectives, which in turn is a potent reminder that the first step towards your goal is frequently all it takes to succeed. Each endeavor's beginning might be the most difficult aspect, yet by acting and starting, we get momentum and a sense of success. Gaining self-assurance and beginning to see results in our aims might inspire us to keep trying. Of course, starting is not always simple and may call for a substantial amount of effort and resolve. It could entail risk-taking, venturing outside of your comfort zone, and addressing your concerns. Yet, the benefits of taking that initial step may be tremendous and can result in success, happiness, and personal development. Always keep in mind that the key to moving forward is starting, whether there is anything you have been putting off, or a desire you have been reluctant to pursue. No matter how modest, take that initial step and see where it leads. You might be shocked by how far you can get once you get started. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So, throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. And it serves as a potent reminder to enjoy life to the fullest and to bravely and resolutely pursue our goals and interests. Many individuals live their lives feeling guilty for not taking more chances, chasing their aspirations, and being true to their hearts. According to this remark, the activities we don't do are frequently the ones we regret the most in the long run. By staying within our safe and comfortable boundaries, we may avoid short-term challenges and difficulties, but in doing so, we miss out on the many opportunities and experiences that life has to offer. Taking risks and exploring new territory can be scary, but it can also lead to personal growth, discovery, and fulfillment. The quote encourages us to throw off the bowlines and set sail for new horizons. It's a call to action to take risks, to pursue our passions and dreams, and to embrace the unknown with a spirit of adventure and discovery. Of course, taking chances and going for our aspirations often requires stepping outside of our comfort zones and addressing our anxieties. Nonetheless, there are enormous potential benefits, and the trip itself may be quite fulfilling. Therefore, keep this saying in mind and act on whatever it is you've been wanting to do, whether it's visiting a new location, beginning a new profession, or following your artistic passion. You could uncover a whole new universe of options and possibilities by exploring, dreaming, and discovering. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Argues that bravery is the capacity to face fear head-on and conquer it, not the absence of fear. It suggests that individuals who are genuinely brave face their anxieties and take action in spite of them, not those who are fearless. Oftentimes, bravery, heroism, and fearlessness are linked to courage. True bravery, on the other hand, involves facing and controlling one's concerns rather than being fearless. It involves acting in spite of fear, even when it is painful or difficult to do so. Individuals who show bravery are frequently appreciated for their capacity to persevere in the face of difficulty, take calculated risks, and defend their moral principles. They are aware that fear is a normal human feeling, but they do not allow it to hold them back. Instead, they employ it as motivation to go beyond their comfort zones and accomplish their objectives. In conclusion, this quotation implies that bravery is a complicated and nuanced attribute that calls for more than simply being fearless. It necessitates the capacity to withstand and control fear, which eventually enables us to act and accomplish great things. Never put off till tomorrow what may be done the day after tomorrow just as well. It implies that putting off a work or activity until the day after tomorrow could not have any bad effect, since it might still be finished just as well as if it were done right now. While this notion may have some merit, procrastinating from beginning to end can also be hazardous. Increased stress, missed opportunities, and worse performance can all result from procrastination. In many instances, it is preferable to do a work as quickly as feasible rather than delaying it. By doing so, you could feel less stressed and have more time for other crucial tasks. Timely job completion can also result in better results, such as higher productivity and enhanced performance. Of course, certain chores may be put off without having an adverse effect, especially if they are not urgent or significant. It's crucial to be aware of the dangers of procrastination, though, and to carefully examine if putting off a task is indeed the best course of action. In conclusion, while there may be instances where deferring a work till the day after tomorrow is appropriate, it is typically preferable to do crucial activities as soon as you can to lower stress and produce better results. With courage, you will dare to take risks, have the strength to be compassionate, and the wisdom to be humble. Courage is the foundation of integrity. Shows that the ability to accept risks, show compassion, and uphold our integrity is a fundamental attribute that bravery. It suggests that bravery is a composite attribute rather than simply one particular feature. First, the quote implies that risk-taking is made possible by courage. We may push ourselves beyond our comfort zones and accomplish things we never believed were possible by taking chances. This can result in increased achievement and life fulfillment as well as personal growth and development. Second, the statement implies that compassion is strengthened by bravery. This implies that we are able to demonstrate empathy and compassion to others, even though it may be difficult or painful to do so. As a result, relationships may become stronger and the world may become kinder and more empathetic. Lastly, the quotation implies that integrity is built on bravery. This means that if we want to stay loyal to our principles and live with integrity, we need to have bravery. Without the guts to defend what we hold dear, we risk compromising our integrity and behaving in ways that are at odds with our ideals. In conclusion, this quotation implies that bravery is a crucial attribute that supports many other significant qualities, like taking risks, showing compassion, and having integrity. We may achieve great things and live more full and meaningful lives by developing bravery. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. The truth isn't. Argues that uncommon or startling happenings in real life can be greater than anything that could be created in a work of fiction. According to the quote, truth may be far more unpredictable and incomprehensible than fiction, which is constrained by the requirement to appear reasonable and compatible with reality. In other words, sometimes real-life occurrences are so bizarre or surprising that they resemble scenes from a story. Reality may be far more random and unexpected, leading to circumstances that seem too bizarre to be true, whereas fiction writers are required to construct stories that are convincing and cohesive. This quotation might also be seen as a critique of storytelling's limits. Although while fiction has the potential to entertain and provoke thinking, it is ultimately limited by the requirement to follow specific conventions and conform to a specific narrative framework. Real-life events, however, can sometimes be disorganized, chaotic, and difficult to understand. In conclusion, this remark implies that because reality is not constrained by the same restrictions as narrative, it is frequently weirder than fiction. Reality may be unexpected and full of shocks that defy explanation, in contrast to fiction, which must be convincing and adhere to a specific structure. Do the thing you fear most, and the death of fear is certain. Shows that confronting and overcoming our concerns might cause them to dissolve over time. We may develop confidence, get over our worries, and finally conquer our fears by doing the thing that we fear the most. The idea of exposure treatment, a reputable psychological method for treating anxiety problems, is the foundation of this quotation. In order to progressively lessen a person's fear reaction, exposure therapy includes exposing them to the cause of their fear or anxiety in a safe and controlled setting. Friendship is a rare and valuable thing, and not all of the people we consider friends are necessarily deserving of our dedication and effort. It implies that giving up oneself for a buddy is a very important and serious choice that shouldn't be made hastily. The quotation also recognizes the worth and significance of friendship. It implies that genuine friendship is something that is well pursuing even when it is uncommon and challenging to find. The quotation suggests that it is difficult and needs considerable study and attention to discover a friend who is genuinely deserving of such dedication. This phrase basically says that real friendship is a rare and precious thing, and that self-sacrificing for a friend is something that should only be done for someone who truly deserves it. It suggests that finding such a buddy is a difficult task, but one that is in the end worthwhile.